Ask the Messenger's TV show is a TV show that educates, informs, and entertains our viewers on public health issues such as mental illness, suicide, addiction, illness and disease, COVID-19 relief, crime, domestic violence, homelessness, human trafficking, employment opportunities, healthcare, and more. And now, Ask the Messengers.
Today on Ask the Messengers, we bring you interviews from the V.I.P movie premiere of The Prince of Detroit that was hosted by Marielle Liu and presented by Michigan's style guru, Chuck Bennett. We talk with some of the who's who of Metro Detroit and two of the film's cast members, Columbus Short and Brytni Sarpy. We also got a few words from the film director, Damon Dash. We also caught up with Chuck a few days after the premiere just to find out more about how it all came about. Ask the Messengers begins now. Hey, this is Tina Nelson for Ask the Messengers, and we are hanging out a few days after the fabulous movie premiere. Wanted to give Chuck a couple of days to kind of rest up.
I'm still resting.
Good. Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule for a moment to kind of like recap the movie night.
Yes. It was a fun movie. It was a lot of work, but I enjoyed doing it. And I love the response that we got from everybody. I think that everybody embraced us. They embraced the movie. The story is about Tommy Duncan, who is a Detroiter who lives in Los Angeles now. But his family, it's about when he was growing up. And his mother was in the healthcare industry. And she was working at Southwest Hospital, and she met a man, and he was selling oxygen machines.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. So they started talking, and they became a couple. And his real name is Harley Brown. And Harley has just always been a hustler, from managing the dramatics to just all kinds of different things. And when he got involved with her with the hospital, then he realized he was like, well, let's buy the hospital. The hospital was in trouble. And he got together with a bunch of other well-known Detroiters. And if you're from Detroit, you will recognize some of the names. Slightly changed.
It was something though when I was at the premiere, and it was a scene in there where they were in the basement playing. They were in the pool playing cards, and they start showing all these characters. Yes. I already knew who they were before they even said who they were.
So it was like LaVan Hawkins and Don Barton, and so there were a bunch of them, and they went to them, and Harley went to them. He raised the money for the for the hospital, and they bought it. And after that, then all kinds of things happened. I mean, they owned the hospital. So they got houses and cars and furs, and you get a chance to see all of that in the movie. And since then, unfortunately, Tommy's mother, Robin Barclay, passed away a couple of years ago. But she was the queen. She was the one. She was the queen of healthcare in Michigan. Absolutely. And this is a great honor to her as well.
Definitely a great salute to Dame Dash and putting his hands into the directing and filmmaking now. I mean, he's such a brilliant person from his entire career. I mean, we've all watched him in the hip hop scene, and everything he touches seems to do very well.
Well, he and Tommy actually met. And within the first 30 minutes of them meeting, they decided they were going to make this movie. They met. They had some conversation. Tommy told him, about who he is and stuff like that. Dame said, let's make a movie. Tommy said, I've been wanting to do that. And here it is.
And, it's an honor for us to have been there to, be part of the event and to cover it. And this show is really a tribute to you. And all of the fabulous things that you do as well. And just to showcase, like Damon and Columbus Short, when I interviewed him, I asked him, what made you want to be part of this? You know what he said to me? He says, I'm tired of black folks being slaves.
Wow. Yeah.
And he was like, I want to pick something that has meaning. And he said when he got it, it spoke to him, and that's why he did it. And he likes to play iconic figures too.
I mean, and then, so there's a lot of it that, are things that you could relate to personally if you're from Detroit. It's fun that they're talking about at the beginning of the movie, this guy who wanted to buy Tommy's house. That is actually Tommy's house in the movie. That this guy's like, I want this house. Well, that's the same thing I said when I saw the house too. It's like, Tommy, can I have this house?
I know. Can I just have a sleepover, please? A never go home slumber party?
Yeah, exactly. But the movie is showing in AMC theaters actually throughout the country. So if you are in another city, you might look it up and find out where. But I know here in the city, there are at least 3 AMC theaters.
I noticed that too. So definitely check your local listings. Go out. It's The Prince of Detroit. It's a fabulous love story, an accomplished story, a success story, and totally a tribute and an honor to Robin Barclay. Rest in peace. And Tommy, you guys did a great job to me. They did a phenomenal job.
Even in little Tommy.
Oh my God, wasn't he the cutest?
Yeah, he's a great little guy, man. And I think he did a really good job. We asked him how he felt about it. He said, I think I killed it.
He did with his little cute self. So a nod and an honor to you. You have been making Detroit and all of Michigan look fabulous for years. It's funny, when I knew that I was interviewing you, I was like, oh God, I got to do my hair. And it's like, do people do that to you all the time? It's like, okay, I'm going to meet with Chuck Bennett. I got to be like A+, flawless from head to toe.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, and it's sort of a curse for me sometimes, because then I have to be on point. I finally, the older I get, I'm like, okay, I ain't going to worry about it today. But I mean, even like go to the grocery store. Sometimes I just want to go to the grocery store and grab something, and I'm wearing a t-shirt and shorts. And the first thing, as soon as I get out of my car, oh, you're the fashion guy. Then I'm looking like a bum, but it's okay.
Wow. I know that's a lot of pressure, but you do it well. You carry it well. And I'm just honored to be sitting here with you, sharing some, how it all went and just the backstory. And you're going to stay busy. I mean, you jumped right into something the very next day anyway.
Oh, I've been busy every day. And like there are a couple parties like tonight and tomorrow. I'm sorry, guys. I won't be there. I'll be at home resting, or I'll be here at Hook chilling on the patio.
Right. There you go. This is a beautiful place, and shout out to Chef Bobby and all his crew. This is fabulous.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Well, Chuck, thank you so much. We're not going to take too much more of your time, but we admire you. We appreciate you, and I'm going to always, y'all going to be talking about me on TV. I'll tell you, we got to keep everything together hanging out with Chuck.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your support as always.
All right. Thank you so much. This is Tina Nelson for Ask the Messengers. And you know what? It is a wonderful thing to be able to see this film and see the representation of positive, powerful family, love, bonding, all that's above. So I truly recommend you go out and see it. It's at AMC theaters. Check your local listings for showtimes. Get out there and support this film. It's independent. Damon Dash, y'all know his career. Y'all know his history. And Columbus Short, Brytni. Oh my God, Brytni
Sarpy. Woo! I am in love with Brytni Sarpy. If you don't know her, she's on The Young and the Restless. She was on General Hospital, but she plays the role of Robin Barclay, and she's so beautiful, and she's such a sweetheart in person.
She sure is. Yeah. Soft-spoken.
Yeah, just a delight. She was a delight. Yeah.
So he got a great cast crew. Columbus Short goes without saying. I mean, you got Stump the Yard, Twa 3, Scandal, all the movies you could think of. So it's like, woo! And I was standing right next to him, Chuck. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Oh my God!
But that's something else that I enjoy, being able to present opportunities to people in Detroit. A lot of times we give smaller dinner parties, but with celebrities who happen to be in town, and I like to try to bring along as many people as I can to meet and move around, know people.
And they were so cool. I mean, they weren't on the level that Dame Dash and Columbus Short, the level that they're on, all of them, they were just like hanging out, talking to people. Because, you go to some and it's like you got the little stanchions around and you have to talk to this person. They were like hanging out, taking pictures. It was so cool.
Well, I should have planned that party that way intentionally, because that is generally what happens. You usually bring the celebrities right in after they walk the red carpet. They either go to their seats or they go to a green room until you see them again. But I had this so that we had a little reception on the stage of the music hall. And so everybody was instructed to bring the celebrities off of the red carpet and directly into the reception. And that's where the VIPs were, eating and drinking. Shout out to Smokey G's. They did remarkable food. Did you taste that food at all?
I was working, Chuck.
I know. Sometimes you miss a lot of that stuff. But yeah.
Laura Campbell Sanders said that the chef salad was amazing and the cookies were great. She had her dentist with her, so she was able to indulge.
I saw Lauren and Jennifer. Yeah, absolutely.
We talked to her too, and it was like, oh, that Caesar salad and those cookies just look so good. I'm like, well, you got your dentist, so go ahead.
So it was fun, and I wanted to make it a fun party, just a little bit beyond just seeing the movie. But you got a chance to see the movie. You got a chance to network with the celebrities, and then at the end of the show, we had them come back out, and they did a question and answer thing with my girl Marielle Lou. She was the mistress of ceremonies, and
always a great time with her.
She's a fun girl.
Yeah. Love her to death. Love her too. All right, Chuck. Cheers to the future.
Cheers.
Coming up, our interview with Columbus Short, and later, interviews with Damon Dash and Brytni Sarpy. Stay tuned for more of Ask the Messengers.
For your time.
Ask the Messengers. I'm jealous because they have, your ratings are a little higher than ours. But
well, we've been on there for a while.
I know. But you know what? I endorse your show, and this whole event about the Prince of Detroit is important because when you ask the Messenger, and I know that you're about uplifting people and people who they go through things, but the bottom line is never forget that dreams can and do come true.
Yeah.
And this is what you instill in people who've gone through things. You know what I'm saying? So this movie is a common thread to what we do on TV.
Yes.
Mine is about aspirations for people, especially in arts, entertainment, and culture. And you're dealing with people that have gone through issues that need to never forget that dreams can and do come true.
Yeah. And I think this is beautiful that we're down here at this beautiful music hall, movie premiere. I feel like I'm in Hollywood right now.
Well, this is Hollywood. This is Hollywood.
Black Hollywood.
West. Exactly. And Detroit is doing some incredible things in terms of movies. But Prince of Detroit, the story of Tommy Duncan, his mother, Robin Barkley, is such an incredible story of endurance, of triumph, tragedy, life. Life is about ups and downs, right? But if you just hold on, you will make it to the finish line. And Robin, I know, is smiling from heaven above, knowing that she is still inspiring people. She inspired her son. He's a multimillionaire. This movie is about that journey. And she's still inspiring me. And I want the people that are your people to watch the film as well, because if I've said it once, and I've said it more than once, dreams do come.
They come true. They come true.
You got that right.
And we're living proof of that.
Yes, indeed. So continued success, and we will meet each other at the Emmys when they say the Emmy goes to Ask the Messenger and Postbeat with Greg Dunmore.
I'm going to be right there sitting next to you.
Fantastic.
This is Tina Nelson with Ask the Messengers, and I am so excited. And I'm going to try not to be too fangirly, but I've been watching this guy for a long time. And when I saw your name on the ticket, I just knew we had to be here. So after all these years, how do you pick your roles, and what do you decide on what you're going to do and what you're not going to do?
Well, I mean, I think we've seen enough slave movies, so I don't want to play a slave. Okay. I want to play roles that are interesting, roles that tell stories of our people that are outside of the box, not just drug dealers, not just slaves. And this one spoke to me because the Duncan story, their rise to wealth, power, influence in Detroit, it was just it was captivating to me. And so this one was something near and dear. And Tommy jumped out on a bridge, jumped off the bridge head first in LA, in Hollywood into new territories, and was like, I want to make this movie. And I was like, Tommy, I got your back.
That's awesome. And I've followed your career from underground movies. I watched you in your Twa 3 series. I've loved you on Scandal. I loved everything. I just recently watched a thing on Tubi like 2 weeks ago.
Life Without Hope.
Yeah, I watched that too. So yeah, I've seen them all.
Shaky.
Yeah, it was okay. So just what keeps you relevant? How do you stay true to what you do and stay current? What's the secret?
I don't think about relevance.
Okay.
I love
What you do?
acting. I love filmmaking. I love producing. I love writing. I love this. And I've been fighting to push through to say it's just because there's black faces in a film, does it have to be lower budget? Just because there's black faces in the film, does it have to look low? We can do it at a high level, and we can compete at a high level. It just takes everything you see around us.
Yeah.
Support names. And once I became, somebody asked me the other day, they were like, what's better, being rich or famous?
Uh-oh.
And I was like, fame.
Yeah.
Why? Because now you have power. Now you have a platform to speak, to change, influence. And right now the message is, look what we're doing right now, from nothing to something. So it's a blessing.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And I'm going to share you with everyone. I could keep you for myself, but thank you so very much. And you continue, and I'm going to always be watching
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Take care.
All right, my dear.
I learned about it, the more I actually learned about business, and the more I learned how important it was to showcase this visual of a family that has lineage doing something other than entertainment.
Ask the Messengers will be right back with Damon Dash and Brytni Sarpy.
Okay.
We're not going to disclose the number.
Right.
And of course, I was asked to supply the popcorn from Detroit Popcorn Company. And so with gracious appreciation and honor, I did.
I am proud to say that the Duncan family is my family. So to be able to see, legacy and accomplishments portrayed in film to be shared with the world is beautiful.
What brings you here? Do you know somebody in the movie? Are you an actor right in the movie? Are you going to tell me that you are?
Well, I am an actor, but I'm not in this movie.
Okay.
I'm here to support my good friend Chuck Bennett. He always puts on great events, so whenever I'm invited, I gotta make my way there.
Awesome. All right, this is Tina Nelson for Ask the Messengers, and we are here at the premiere of Prince of Detroit with the man himself, Damon Dash. And who do we have here with me as well? This is the beautiful
Brytni Sarpy.
Brytni. Yes, I am. Yes, I know. I'm loving it. I'm excited. And I promise you, I know that everybody wants to talk to you, but all I want to say is I appreciate everything that you've done for the culture, hip hop, the community, our people, and most importantly, thanks for bringing truth and power to Detroit. I so appreciate you for that. And
The more I actually learned about business, and the more I learned how important it was to showcase this visual of a family that has lineage doing something other than entertainment.
well, I like I said, I'm not gonna keep you. This is a busy night for you. This is a special night, and I can't. Thank you. Thank you. So I am so excited. And how did you feel being part of this, and what made you want to do this?
It was actually an honor. I've never played a real person before.
Okay.
And when you do something as delicate as that, especially with a woman as wonderful as she was, you have to really take it with thought and honor. I mean, this is a real living, breathing person, and having Tommy so close to everything that's going on here, I just wanted to do his mother justice. Yeah.
Well, I cannot wait to see you do what you do. I'm going to let you meet the rest of the people who are over there just waiting to talk to you, shake hands, and hug you. And I'm going to hug you now.
Great to meet you.
I'm so glad we can hug now. And I'm going to hug you too. I'm going to hug you too. Oh, this is so beautiful. Represent. That's what I'm talking about.
My family's fortune comes from the medical field.
I like your story. But tell me a little more about it.
Last year I sold the company for over 100 million.
100 million?
I'm from Detroit, man. My mom, she was my everything.
Well, that concludes this week's episode of Ask the Messengers. We also invite you to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you would like to help support our show, please feel free to make a donation of any kind by visiting our show website, www.askthemessengers.org. If you prefer to mail donations, please make check or money order payable to Ask the Messengers TV show and send it to 18400 Schaefer Highway, Detroit, Michigan 48235. Ask the Messengers is the program that deals with things that help you. Thank you for watching.